never compromising integrity for mass production. Number one tequila delivers the goods. Taste the heart and passion of Mexico in every bottle. We make it right. We make it fun. Superior tequila. There's only number one. There's only number one. There's only number one.
A home is the biggest investment in most people's lives. Buying or selling should be a positive experience.
Whether you want to be a wealthy real estate investor or just trying to find a place to call home. At AJR & Associates, we focus on the client's needs.
We understand the market better than most. Let us bring the value to you and make the right choice.
AJR & Associates, making your dream house a reality. Call us today for a free consultation at 562-882-1976. Or you can log on to www.hrrealtors.com.
With a track record of great results, bringing knowledge, wisdom, and expertise to you. Hablamos español.
Welcome to Firehouse Chefs. I'm your host, Eddie Sell, and I will take you on a journey with America's chefs, firefighters, service industry professionals, and more as we discuss food, recipes, nutrition, and lifestyle topics. Stay tuned and enjoy the ride. Welcome back, everybody. This is Firehouse Chefs Radio for April 2nd, 2014. Remember, you can catch FHC Radio every Wednesday at 7:55 to 8:55 p.m. Pacific Standard Time at rantradionetwork.com. You can also watch us live at firehousechefs.com. We just wanted to apologize for some technical difficulties we had in the opening segment, and hopefully everything with the audio is fine now, and you can not only see us, but you can hear us. So we encourage you to call in. You can let our engineer know at our number 855-969-7268, 855-969-RANT, R-A-N-T. Give them a call, let them know that you can hear us, everything is okay, or if you have our cell phone numbers, we'll check that as well. You can go ahead and text us and let us know that the audio is working okay. We're having tonight's a very, very special show, and as I mentioned in the opening segment, as you know, Firehouse Chefs Radio covers an array of topics in the culinary world, the fire service world, lifestyle, nutrition, and tonight we're joined in studio by Fire Captain Joe Wojak. And Joe has been in the fire service since he was 18 years old. Over 30 years. He's worked for the Los Angeles County Fire Department. And not only is he a fire captain, but he's also the vice president of the LA County Fire Museum, which is in Bellflower, California. There's a picture of Joe on the screen if you're watching us at rantradionetwork.com. Joe is he's one of the most giving people that I know. He's a very, very good friend. I'm honored to actually call him a friend, and I'm honored to have him here in the studio tonight and talking about something that was very, very painful that he went through not too long ago. As I mentioned, and for those of you in the Firehouse Chefs community that have listened to Firehouse Chefs now for the last 6 months, Joe Wojak's son Kevin was one of the 19 Granite Mountain hotshots that lost his life battling the Yarnell fire in Prescott, Arizona. And Joe was kind enough to come in studio tonight and talk about it. And this is something that we've discussed, and he knew that he had an open invitation whenever it was time. So just a couple of guys, chatting. That's what tonight is all about. And all of us out there have an opportunity to just kind of sit back and listen to Joe. And some of the specifics, too, that I want to make sure that we cover, and I'll just remind him, there's a big event coming up that's in honor of Kevin Wojak, and that's the Explorers for Life Association. And this is started in Kevin Wojak's name. And Kevin, like a lot of us that become firefighters, get our start in the fire service by becoming a fire explorer when we're kids. So on April 4th, 2014, right around the corner at Glory Days in Seal Beach, California, It's actually going to be the launch of the Kevin Wojak Explorers for Life Association Incorporated. This is a scholarship fund that will help others achieve their dreams of becoming firefighters. And I'm going to let Joe talk about it a little bit more, and we'll make sure that we give the information once again about the event in Seal Beach. So, Joe, thank you very much for being here tonight. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Eddie. Thank you both, Eddies. It's my pleasure to be here. I haven't done many radio interviews, and I didn't know if I was going to be ready to do this one, but I've known you for a long time, and I think that the fire service, my fire family, my regular family has been awesome. So I appreciate the offer to come on the air with you.
Of course. We're just so honored to have you. And real quick, Julio, is everything okay with audio on your end? Okay. And, again, obviously, I know for me personally, when I heard the news, I couldn't believe it. I mean, obviously, and it was just so tragic. And I think everybody that knows you felt so terrible for you for a lot of different reasons. But again, like I mentioned, you're just so giving. You care so much about people. You care so much about the fire service, and it was horrible. But you and Anna and your entire family and the LA County Fire Department have done such an incredible job of trying to get through it, at least, just day by day. So, and like everything that you do, you're always thinking of others. And I know, that's so cool that basically the memory of Kevin is going to live on forever, through the foundation and through the firefighters of the future.
Well, Eddie, you said something, you hit it right on the head right at the beginning, and that was that the fire department took care of our family. And, as horrible as it was, and it still is, there's been so many good things that have come from this. And I'm talking about from not just the Los Angeles County Fire Department, I'm talking about the Long Beach Fire Department, Orange County Fire Authority, the all of the local fire departments, and even fire departments from across the nation. We've got so many cards from people that, from civilians from across the nation, from around the world. We've got cards from Australia, New Zealand, from it's been very wonderful, the outpouring of dignity and the outpouring of respect for our family. And I can only hope that the other 18 families that that had such a loss also have the same love and respect and from their friends and family.
Right. And speaking of which, some of that outpouring of love and support, we actually have a caller on line one that wanted to say a couple words. Hi there, caller on line one. You are on Firehouse Chefs Radio with Eddie Sell and Joe Wojak, our in-studio guest. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
And what is your name, sir?
My name is Pedro Montero.
Very nice. And Joe and I happen to know this young gentleman. And please, Pedro, go ahead and let us know why you called in tonight and the connection that you have with the Wojak family. Pedro, are you there? Were you able to hear that?
Can you say that one more time? Sorry, you guys were breaking up a little bit.
Okay. If you're there, can you hear me okay right now?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay, Pedro. So I was just saying thank you for calling Firehouse Chefs Radio, and please let all of the listeners know your tie to the Wojak family.
Well, I started working with Kevin at Care Ambulance when I first started as an EMT, and shortly after that, we ended up being in the same fire academy class at the El Camino Fire Academy. We were class 134 together, and kept in touch during that time. And after that time, we had a couple of things we always joked around. My family works for LA City, and obviously Kevin's dad, Captain Wojak, works for county, so we'd always joke around that kind of stuff. And both of our birthdays were in September, so we got a little hazing, having a lot of fun out in the academy for our birthdays, and kept in touch while he started working. And I spoke to him 2 weeks before the incident that happened. And since that, I've been trying to communicate with Captain Wojak and his family, and we've kept in touch over this time. And, one thing that I'd like to say to the Wojak family is, we're here for you guys. We all love you. And Class 134 dedicated our career choice, obviously, as being a firefighter. And, we dedicate everything that we're doing to perceive that and get to that goal in Kevin's name and in his honor. And that's something that I'm taking pride in every day that I go to an interview or I'm taking a test or studying. And, that's been my motivation besides my family, obviously, and for myself. I'm doing it in Kevin and for his family and in Kevin's name. So,
Pedro, I've known Pedro for a long time, and all I can say is, Pedro, I consider you my son now. And he texts me and he calls me Pops, and he always asks me, "Hey, how are you?" And he checks in on me. So, Pedro, I consider you part of our family, and whatever fire department is lucky enough to hire you, they're going to get a good man. So, thanks for all the love over at El Camino Fire Academy. And I know that each day you guys end your day with 19 push-ups, and we appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, that's very, very cool. And just even and even the way that I ended up meeting Pedro through Joe, obviously, it's the way the fire service is supposed to work, actually. And that's what, in fact, Joe and I just on the car ride up here together, just talking about the fire service is about having that extended family and being there for one another and not being petty, not being, just worrying about frivolous crap, which really doesn't matter. It's about these things. It's about, Joe picking up the phone and saying, I know a guy that's testing for you guys, and if I could hire him, I'd hire him, and that tells me everything I need to know. So Pedro, continued success to you, and like I told you as well, it's not a matter of if, it's just a matter of when, right? And hopefully my department will hire you.
Yeah, I hope so too. I'm looking forward to hopefully next week hearing some good news. So.
Okay. All right. Good. Keep us posted, and thank you so much for calling in.
Thanks, Pedro.
All right, and Captain Wojak, I'll see you Friday.
All right. Love you, brother. Thank you.
All right. Have a good one. Love you guys.
Okay. Thank you. Love you. Bye-bye. All right. Thank you so much to Pedro Montero for calling in tonight. And it looks like we have another caller as well, but we are coming up on a commercial break. So, Bob on line one, just go ahead and hang in there. We really, really appreciate everybody calling in tonight and just expressing their thoughts about this topic. And again, it's something that we need to remember all the time. And it seems like on Firehouse Chefs Radio, pretty much every show, unfortunately, is bringing up a line of duty death. And these are things that continue to happen. On average, over 100 firefighters die across the United States every year. And the 19 firefighters that died in Arizona, that was the largest loss of life at one incident in the wildland firefighting community. And that was also the second largest loss of firefighters in our history, other than 9/11, when 343 firefighters died in New York City. So this is an incredible show. We thank you for calling in. We ask you to please be patient. Stay on the line. We'll get to you. This is Firehouse Chefs Radio, April 2nd, 2014. I'm Eddie Sell, and I'm joined in studio by Captain Joe Wojak. Stay tuned for more. This is Firehouse Chefs Radio. Don't burn anything down. Firehouse Chefs will be right back.
What's wrong?
I can't stop craving a cigarette. I just quit. Hey, what are you smoking on?
Oh, this? Best e-juice on the planet. Burst of flavor, of course.
What's that?
Only the best alternative to smoking with a great flavor. It has a burst of flavor in every puff.
Well, does it have nicotine?
It comes in different levels, including 0. They have 20 flavors and more coming. All the products are made in the U.S. Check them out at www.burstoflavor.com or call them at 855-WE-BURST.
Hey, let's burst together.
It's not just flavor, it's an experience. Cigarettes, you've met your match. Are you watching the game at home? Why? Come watch it at Mambo Grill, the hottest spot in Downey. You'll have good food, drinks, and a great time at a low price. We have the coldest beer in our sports bar, where you can enjoy the game on any of our huge flat screen TVs. And when your home team wins, you get 25% off anything in Mambo Grill. We're on Downey Avenue, 1 block north of Firestone, or visit us on the web. Mambo Grill, love at first bite.
Hey, bro, this is a good game. You know what would make it better?
What, bro?
A michelada.
A michelada? What's a michelada?
A michelada is somewhere in the middle of a Mexican Bloody Mary and a Mexican margarita.
Oh, I got you covered, bro.
You got a cup in your pocket?
No, sir. I got my pocket-sized michelada. Mucho macho michelada.
Pocket size?
Pocket size, so you can take it with you anywhere you go.
Where'd you get that at?
At the nearest convenience store, and you can also buy it at muchomachomichelada.com.
You know what would make it better? After we get drunk, if they had a line we could call.
We can call their drunk line. You can leave a message and then log on to the site and listen to your stupidity afterwards.
What's that number?
It's 855-MICHE-69.
What's that number again?
855-MICHE-69.
Awesome. Mucho macho michelada.
ProTech Carpet Tile and Care provides professional cleaning services for carpet, tile, grout, upholstery, and fine area rugs.
ProTech technicians are professionally trained and certified cleaning and restoration experts.
We specialize in restoring damage caused by heavy soil and odor.
We can remove challenging spots such as coffee, tea, ink, gum, wine, and many more.
We have saved our customers thousands of dollars on new flooring and furniture expenses with our advanced cleaning processes.
Call for a free estimate at 562-447-4300 and visit us on our website, www.myprotectsite.com.
Hey, this is Joe Perez, owner at ProTech. Just reminding you that ProTech Carpet and Tile Care is your professional choice.
Welcome to Firehouse Chefs. I'm your host, Eddie Sell, and I will take you on a journey with America's chefs, firefighters, service industry professionals, and more as we discuss food, recipes, nutrition, and lifestyle topics. Stay tuned and enjoy the ride. Welcome back to Firehouse Chefs Radio, everybody. This is Firehouse Chefs Radio for April 2nd, 2014. I am your host, Eddie Sell. I'm a Southern California fire captain, chef, and the creator of Firehouse Chefs. I'm joined by my co-host tonight, Chef Eddie Cardenas, or we like to call him Eddie number 2 to kind of make it easy. And Eddie's a local LA chef and also a musician. And tonight we are joined in studio by Joe Wojak. And if you have been with us from the beginning of this show, Joe is a Los Angeles County fire captain, also the vice president of the Fire Museum here in LA County as well. And Joe started talking about what his family has gone through with the loss of their son Kevin, who was one of the 19 Granite Mountain hotshots that was killed. And if you're watching us on RantRadioNetwork.com, you can see pictures of Kevin as well. And there's Kevin as an explorer, and that's going to kind of lead us into whatever direction you want to go, Joe. But if you want to talk about, Kevin and when he started as an explorer, obviously he wanted to follow in Dad's footsteps.
Yeah, and that's true. Since he was at a young age, he had decided that he wanted to be a firefighter. We have pictures of him as a little kid wearing my turnouts and wearing my helmet at, the age of 2 and 3, just barely able to walk. Got his EMT while he was still in high school and became an explorer at 15 years old and loved it. And our fire department family took care of him. And they say it takes a village to raise a child, and our fire department was the village. And he listened to Dad, but he also listened to the other firefighters that took him under their wing to get him ready to be a firefighter later on in life. He loved the Explorer program, so that was part of the reason that we I should say my wife decided to start a nonprofit in his name.
Okay.
The Kevin Wojak Explorers for Life Association Incorporated, and basically what it is it's a nonprofit 501(c) that will be in place to help young men and women become firefighters through the Explorer program. The goal, my wife's goal, and our goal is to make sure that no kid is excluded because of inability to pay.
That's awesome.
Whether that's for classes or equipment, or we just want to be
or where you're from.
Where you're from, yeah. So our goal is to be to augment the system that's already in place and make it a simple system and be able to help these kids out. We've already prior to the nonprofit being in place, we've already started doing some work, and it's time to give back. Everybody helped our family in so many ways, and that's what Kevin would want. So that's why we're doing it.
And he will, Kevin will live forever, as we mentioned before. Through all the firefighters of the future. So it's pretty awesome. Let's get to a caller that we have. Hello, caller. You're live on Firehouse Chefs Radio. Are you there?
Hey, is this Eddie?
Yes, sir, it is. Who is this?
Hey, Eddie, it's Chef Matt.
Chef Matt. Wow, Chef Matt. Thank you so much for calling in. Chef Matt, for those of you that remember, Chef Matt Briggs is the executive chef, was the executive chef at Mastro's in Newport Beach, California, and now he's in the process of training with another company because he's going to
Eddie,
be.
can you hear me? I'm having trouble with.
Are you there now, Matt?
Yeah, I can't.
Hello.
For some reason I can't hear you very well. I heard you great when you guys were when you're discussing the nonprofit organization, but now I can't seem to hear you.
Can you hear me now?
You're very, very faint. But
can we
call in and say hi and congratulate you on all your success and everything that's going on. We haven't spoken in a while, and I came on and I heard you guys talking about his nonprofit for his son. And
yes.
I think that's something that you're. What's that?
I didn't say anything. Can you hear us okay, Matt? You might have. Is this better now, the audio?
You know what? Let me.
Hey, try calling back, okay?
Yeah, I'll give you a call back. I'll try it on landline.
Okay. Okay, so that was Executive Chef Matt Briggs calling in from Denver, Colorado, actually. So hopefully he can figure out what's going on with his phone, and he will call us back. But he's going to be opening a new restaurant in Beverly Hills, California, here shortly. So Chef Matt has been here in studio and has had some amazing dishes, by the way, some really good stuff. So let's go ahead and pick up another call that we have here. Hi there, you're on Firehouse Chefs Radio, and you're live with Eddie Sell and Captain Joe Wojak. Are you there? Hello? Caller on line 2, you're live on Firehouse Chefs Radio. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Eddie, can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Who's this, sir?
Hey, this is Joey.
Joey Bartuca.
What's going on, brother?
How are you, brother? Thank you so much for calling in. As you know, we got Papa Joe in studio with us tonight.
Yeah, I just wanted to call in and talk to Joe and see how he's doing, and just let him know that always thinking about him and his family, and I can't imagine ever having to go through what he's gone through, and I know it's a battle every day.
Thanks, Joey. It's all about the family and all about the friends, and that's what's the hugs are getting us through it. So thanks for the call.
I can't imagine it, and I remember when I heard the news, and I was completely heartbroken, and every day I think about how difficult it must be for you, and you keep a good spirit and a good heart, and you keep on with your dedication to the fire service. It's amazing. Everybody out there is thinking about you, and everybody loves you to death, man.
Thank you. We around our house we have a saying, what would Kevin do? And we know he would choose to be happy. So it's hard, but we try to choose to be happy and take the happy road and try not to go into those dark places. And it's working pretty good, but we still have our downtime, and that's to be expected.
Yeah.
Right on.
Thank you so much, Joey. We really appreciate you calling in tonight, and we know that you're actually working really, really hard right now, completing your paramedic training. So good luck to you on that, brother.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It's a battle, but you know, when I realize what Joe has to go through, and it really puts everything into perspective, and it makes me feel very fortunate to have the opportunities that I have, and keep on doing what I'm doing. You know, so very fortunate.
All right, brother. You stay safe out there, and thank you so much for calling in tonight.
Thanks, Joe.
Thanks a lot. Take care, you guys.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right, bye.
Okay, so that was actually firefighter Joe Bartuca, and Joey works in San Diego County. But again, like for those of you that aren't in the fire service, if you haven't already figured out that it's just it's amazing. It doesn't matter where you work, we're all connected. So let's go ahead and go to. I'll let you pick up on your end because I see another flashing light. So there's two lines right now. Oh, the lines are screaming. No. All right. So whoever was on on hold, that didn't work. There were two flashing lights. So call us back at rantradionetwork.com, 855-969-7268. And we appreciate all the calls tonight. They're fantastic. So it looks like we might have a caller right now. So let's go ahead and do that. Line 1, Julio? Okay. Well, which one? 2, okay. Alrighty. You are on Firehouse Chefs Radio, and you're live with Eddie Sell and Fire Captain Joe Wojak. Are you there? Hello? Hello, you're on Firehouse Chefs Radio.
Do I got the call?
You're on Firehouse Chefs Radio. You're live right now.
Oh, hey, Eddie. Hey, this is Robert.
Hey, Robert. How are you?
Real good. Hey.
And Robert,
everything's going after the wedding there, Eddie.
What's that?
So Maryland.
Yeah. Hey, Robert, you're live on the radio right now.
Oh, goodness.
Oh my God.
Hey, you know what? I've been watching the show. I just wanted to say hello to Joe there. I got the honor of meeting his other son at the your wedding a couple weeks ago, and just got a bearing on who he was, and just want to say you raised a good son there, and I can imagine that Kevin was just the same way. You and his mother had a real good boy there.
I'm just going to interject real quick so I can introduce you guys over the phone. But Robert is calling in from Sacramento, California tonight. Robert is he was a CAL FIRE captain and had to resign due to some health issues. And Robert's been in the fire service for I say a long time because his dad was a chief for CAL FIRE, and Robert's dad passed away. So. Robert has an understanding of dealing with loss, and then also obviously the fire service. So yeah, I'm sure Joe really appreciates that, Robert.
Yeah, well, I just I couldn't believe I got to meet the son, and it just hurt. I hurt from him.
Yeah.
And I couldn't imagine the loss of the son, but. It was just a real honor to meet his son, and look forward to meeting Joe sometime.
Oh, Robert, thanks for the kind words. My son Bobby and my daughter Maddie and my wife Anna, we have an amazing family, amazing support group, and I'm a lucky man. I married up, that's for sure, and she's a very tolerant woman. That's all I can say. But she was She takes care of me. She takes care of the family, and it's I'm a very lucky man. And we have 21 years with Kevin was more than I could ask for, just because he was such a great kid, and his brother Bobby and my daughter Maddie are both wonderful kids, and Kevin will be truly missed, but we'll move on and we'll carry on. We'll just never forget.
Yeah, well, I do. I wish you the best, sir, and. With your family, the cost can be pretty expensive, or not expensive, but hard on us.
Yeah, that's true.
Sometimes it becomes, but I can tell you got a strong family there.
Yeah. It becomes all-consuming. We like to call ourselves the Buzzkill family. We go to events, we go to dinner with friends, and it's the Buzzkill family are here. Just showed up, and it gets a little old, but we try to keep it light and try to keep it again. What would Kevin do? Try to keep it happy and choose to be happy and give people, like I said before, give people a hug. Cry a little bit, laugh a little bit, and try to carry on. So.
Yeah, I can understand. Well, it was just an honor to be able to speak to you tonight and just let you know my prayers are for you and your family.
Thank you, Robert.
And anyhow,
Thank
I'll talk to
you.
you later, Eddie. You guys take care, okay?
All right.
Okay, brother. Thanks
Have
for
a good
calling, and stay safe up in Sacramento, and we'll be seeing you in SoCal shortly, right?
Possibly.
Okay. All right, buddy. Thank you very much. Talk to you soon.
Okay. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
For those of you that are on hold right now, we are coming up on another commercial break, and I think we went a little bit long on that segment. So appreciate it. Stay tuned for more. We're going to have another segment with Fire Captain Joe Wojak. We really, really appreciate all the phone calls tonight. 855-969-7268. This is Firehouse Chefs Radio. Stay tuned. Don't burn anything down. Firehouse Chefs will be right back.
Add some crazy flavor to your vape pen. You're looking for something new and exciting in liquid vapor? Go to Crazy Cloud's e-juice. Find them at burstoflavor.com and try any of the new 12 flavors they have available. Blueberry, mint, raspberry, chocolate, gummy bear, hemp, watermelon, cola, orange, pina colada, coconut, or Red Bully. Call us today at 855-WE-BURST or visit us at burstoflavor.com and order yours today.
The Share Foundation is the health division of the Coy Chiropractic Institute, a 501c3 509A2 public nonprofit organization dedicated to the growth and development of the natural health care services, in particular through the chiropractic profession, offering health services at the Share clinics in the greater Los Angeles area. Your donations can help in expanding these facilities across the nation, research programs, and public education, thus offering a solution to the many of the health challenges we face. Your donations are tax deductible and can be sent through our website at www.sharefoundation.com. That's www.cherfoundation.com by clicking on the donation button. Thank you.
The experts know that for pastry, Baker's Bodega has it all. Exclusive brands like Westco Bank Mart, Satin Ice, and Pastry Pride. One-on-one day seminars for cake decorating and gelatin art. So for our service, wide range of ingredients and supplies, and for the low prices, Baker's Bodega has it all. But you don't need to be an expert. Baker's Bodega, 7869 Paramount Boulevard in Pico Rivera. Come, we're waiting for you.
Number one. Number one.
Is that a stutter or as high as you can count?
I was ordering number one.
Everybody's asking for number one.
Great, another fancy bottle.
These guys are true artists. Never compromise integrity. They make tequila
Come
the
on.
old-fashioned way. Never mass-produced.
So what are you saying?
I'm saying have the number one. Anything less is number two. Number one, tequila.
Welcome to Firehouse Chefs. I'm your host, Eddie Sell, and I will take you on a journey with America's chefs, firefighters, service industry professionals, and more as we discuss food, recipes, nutrition, and lifestyle topics. Stay tuned and enjoy the ride. Welcome back to Firehouse Chefs Radio, everybody. This is FHC Radio for April 2nd, 2014. Remember, you can catch Firehouse Chefs Radio every Wednesday at 7:55 p.m. to 8:55 p.m. Pacific Standard Time at rantradionetwork.com. And we apologize for some technical glitches earlier today, but I think everything is rolling okay now. After tonight's show airs, it'll be available tomorrow on YouTube. So please look out for our posts at Firehouse Chefs on Facebook, Twitter, all that good stuff, and we'll give the information about where to find us. But you can always go to rantradionetwork.com and click on Firehouse Chefs Radio to see our prior shows. This has been an amazing show, and we're so grateful to be joined in studio by Joe Wojak. And as I mentioned, Joe is a fire captain here in Los Angeles County, and he also is the vice president of the LA County Fire Museum. And he, along with Paul Schneider, who's the president, and another LA County fire captain, have become great friends of mine. They're incredibly supportive of anything that I do. And I just have no words for just the respect I have for them as firefighters, but more importantly, just as men. And these are good people. They're good mentors and role models, and it's very, very important. So that's why, again, this Explorer nonprofit that was established in Kevin Wojak's name is going to be such an important thing, because I know for me as a young kid that needed direction, the fire service provided that in high school. And if you don't have that one person that reaches out to you and gives you that hand up and shows you essentially what to do, whether it's becoming a chef, a firefighter, a police officer, anything that you want to do in life, you have to have that pathway. So I think it's amazing that that Joe and Anna Wojak are going to continue giving back to the community, and ultimately this is going to be in Kevin's name, and therefore he'll live forever. So again, if you did not hear earlier, there's going to be an event this Friday, April 4th, 2014 at Glory Days Restaurant, and that is at 620 Pacific Coast Highway in Seal Beach. And that's here in Orange County, California. And is there a time on here?
7 o'clock.
Okay.
Starts at 7.
So it's 7 o'clock, and we want to pack this place in. So if you can hear me, and if you're in Southern California, please come out and support this great cause and the launch of the Kevin Wojak Explorers for Life Association. It's truly amazing. And I wanted to go ahead and also thank all the callers. I know we had some that dropped off, including Matt in Denver. So if you want to try to call us in this last segment, it's 855-969-7268, 855-969-RANT, R-A-N-T. But I wanted to bring up the LA County Fire Museum because it's obviously very, very near and dear to Joe Wojak. But Kevin, they had a lot of father and son time there, and I'll just let him take it from here.
Thanks, Eddie. That's true. Kevin and I spent a lot of time at the LA County Fire Museum, where we would work on fire engines and fire trucks and whatever. And it was just some good times. We are a nonprofit also at the County of Los Angeles Fire Museum Association is a nonprofit, 501(c)(3) LACountyFiremuseum.com is our website. And we have about just under 70 fire engines dating back to the 1860s. We collect only American fire apparatus with special emphasis on the County of Los Angeles Fire Department. But we also love fire apparatus that's pre-LA County Fire Department, which would be prior to 1923. We love hand-drawn and horse-drawn and steam fire engines also. In our collection, we have 7 steam fire engines. Some of them are dated 1888 or 1903, and we also have newer stuff. And our most popular pieces are from the TV show Emergency. We have the real Squad 51 and the real fire engines from the TV show Emergency. Mr. Randolph Mantooth, who plays Johnny Gage, is our honorary spokesman and a great friend of the LA County Fire Museum, and we thank him for his time he donates to us. But Kevin and I work there quite often. He was a great gopher. Kev, go get this. Kev, go get that. Or Kev would give us a hand with anything we needed there when he was not away at a fire academy, a Wildland Fire Academy, or a El Camino Fire Academy, or working at Care Ambulance, or he even spent some time with Eddie, helping him with some of his chef stuff. And
he did.
That was good times for us. But the Fire Museum is moving along. We have 3 buildings right now, and we're in negotiations to build a brand new facility in the city of Bellflower that will be open to the public. Currently, we have a building in Bellflower that is open the first Saturday of every month from 10 to 2. We ask for a $5 donation to come into the facility, but we don't hold you to it. So we'd love to see you come by and say hi and give us a hug and see what we're working on.
Yeah, it's an amazing place. It's a great venue, and the importance of it is really it's preserving the history of the fire service. And again, Joe and Paul, the work that they do, it's just incredible, and you don't see that a lot. So I give them a lot of kudos for taking so much of their time to do that, because it is important for all of us that choose to work in the fire service for 30 years, hopefully, if we're healthy and we're able to do that. It's very, very important, though, to preserve the history and the importance of our roots, and so I can't thank them enough for all the stuff that they do, and the community. I've been there, actually. I've been at the museum several times when people are there from all over the country. So it's almost like Trekkies, literally. And I was fortunate enough to cook a few years ago at a big. It was like the 40th anniversary, I believe, for Emergency, and we did it at LA County Station 127 in Carson. That was the home of the Emergency TV show. That was the station that was featured on that television show. And for me, it was, talk about just surreal. Not only am I cooking for a couple thousand people, but Randolph Mantooth, the actor that played Johnny Gage, was eating my food, and I'm sitting there thinking, okay, this is cool. This has really come like full circle. I mean, here I am, the firehouse chef, and we're over here with some of my best friends in the world, and we're doing all this stuff, and it was really, really cool. So the stuff that they do is amazing. It puts smiles on a lot of people's faces. So I really hope that that after tonight, anytime you guys see Paul Schneider and Joe Wojak, that you really thank them, because a lot of firefighters, in my opinion, they show up to work, they do their time, they punch out, and we have to remember that it's about giving back in some way, shape, or form. Give back, help others that are trying to test, be a mentor, do things for your community. And that's one of the things that when I started Firehouse Chefs from day one, and I'm still not making any money, but it was it was about giving back, and I've always believed in it. And I know Eddie, my chefs, everyone works incredibly hard, doing everything that we do, and it's about having great partners like the museum and people like Joe. So. And Joe, we're gonna be wrapping up the show, so I wanted to give you an opportunity again to, let folks know, anything else that you want to mention, any stories, anything on the Granite Mountain hotshots, on where people can go to find information about them, and maybe how other folks are doing, or just in general, because I know there's obviously a lot of questions.
Thanks, Eddie. As far as the Granite Mountain hotshots. We've created a new friendships between all the families. We have a bond that unfortunately we all have a bond, and we all are, in our own place and handling it in our own way. And, you got to remember, we are looking at, it hit us pretty hard with Kevin, but there's 18 other families that are in the same place.
Right.
Lost a loved one, lost a brother, lost a husband, lost a son. It's not a good place to be, but we're getting through it. And I became very close to Mr. Mike McKenzie, and Mike McKenzie was one of the crew members' fathers, Chris McKenzie's father. And Mike and I flew our boys back from Prescott to Los Alamos Joint Forces Base, and the response and the reception that we both got there, and our boys got there again, the respect was amazing. Mike and I are now, we talk a lot. He lives in Tennessee, and we talk all the time. But so there's some friendships that are lifelong friendships, and Mike is retired Cal Fire chief, and we talk a lot. And Kevin's grandfather was also a smoke jumper, so there's a little bit of blood from that side too. But if you want to know more about Kevin's nonprofit, the website is explorersforlife.org. That's explorer with an S for life.org. The website is brand new, so might have some little glitches in it, but you feel free to check it out. We'll put Kevin's story and bio up, and we've and for the museum, it's lacountyfiremuseum.com. So feel free to take a peek and see what we're all about, and we appreciate the time for you to have us have me on the radio. Not what I do, but I thought it was important enough to get out and try to keep those 19 men's names in front of the world. That being said, our hearts go out to the Boston Fire Department, their loss of their 2 firefighters, and to their families. We feel their pain, and we want to give them a hug from the Wojak family. So.
Yeah, well said. And and for all of us out there, it's important to keep our armed forces, our first responders in our prayers every single day. Those are people that are just giving of themselves and committing selfless acts to help others, strangers. So I can't thank Joe enough for being here tonight and being our guest. It's just been an incredible time, and I think he mentioned on the way here, this is only his 3rd interview, and one of them, we're in good company. One of them was Anderson Cooper from CNN. So
he was great. He was very nice, and Hedy Chang from NBC.
Okay,
wonderful. Hedy Chang started crying in the middle of the interview. We had to stop. So she was wonderful. But anyway,
I can hear the music, so that means we're coming up to an end. This was an amazing show. There's so many things to talk about. We will do plating, I promise, next week, because Eddie Cardenas is going to kill me if I don't. And then also, my first feature in Firehouse Magazine goes live this month. It's a big deal. It took years to do that. That's 3 million people that are going to be exposed to Firehouse Chefs. So please tune in to all of our social media. If you want to get a hold of Joe, you can contact me as well, and we'll give you more information about his nonprofit or the museum. Thank you so much for tuning in to Firehouse Chefs Radio. This was an amazing episode, and join us every Wednesday at Firehouse Chefs Radio. Thank you so much.
Thanks for tuning in to
Good night.
FHC Radio. Catch us every Wednesday, 8 to 9 p.m. Pacific Time by visiting firehousechefs.com and rantradionetwork.com.